Anyway, getting into our next game here. Cap spawning in the top left of Heavy Rain. My goodness, what an old map. In green for Guns and Roaches, it is OmegaLSA.
And man, did I love this map, but spawning as the red Protoss down the bottom side of Heavy Rain, playing for StraTk Gaming, we have Equilibrium. Now, so we have a PVZ on our hand and on Heavy Rain. This is a good map for this matchup.
Yeah, because it's not PVT, so you're not going to see a blink all in, so that's nice. Everything else, like TVZ and TVP both, all these chokes. There's so many chokes. It's kind of like a Wings of Liberty map with the amount of chokes there are.
Indeed.
There's so
I just
many
love
places to jump off.
I just love this middle pathway. The fact you had the middle path, which is very straight and direct route, and the other path, you had two paths on the path on each other side, which was the high ground, had expansions, had the rocks blocking off. This made it really interesting for how armies move across this map.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of fun games on this map that we've seen. So you see a lot of hidden tech on this map as well, just because this little area in the top right is so hard to get to. Unless you think about it, specifically think, I need to go check this out. You're not going to think about it because it's so out of the way and it's kind of tucked in. You don't expect anything to be up there with all that terrain. A lot of hidden stuff goes back there. So we will have to.
This is very similar to Polar Night with how there's a lot of places for you to hide your tech. It's not a huge map, but it takes a long time to get around it. So it takes scouting very, very slow. It makes it very, very hard to scout all the locations in time and be able to react accordingly.
It's kind of one of those maps where you're forced to open up with the Reaper. Just make sure you don't get screwed by not seeing anything. But Equilibrium going for this sweet Nexus first play. I love going for the Nexus first. Love to see that. I'm a fan of macro games. Mega is actually, he's got a pool. He has gas down already. So unless Equilibrium walls off nicely here, and it looks like Omega is trying to avoid that actually happening. Keeping this drone over here, being nice and annoying. Even gonna make
the hedge block.
Oh hell yeah! This is gonna be a problem here for Equilibrium. I think he realizes it. He got a probe in and he saw what was happening. He saw the pool. He saw the gas. He's got to realize he's gonna have a bunch of speedlings near his face pretty quickly. Omega just making sure this is okay. Wants to make sure that you can go and expand here. Make sure it's okay.
I love
finishing
this.
up so he can make a cannon, but it's still gonna be the most awkward wall ever. But
the fact is, the lanes are on the way, so you can cancel the hatch and the lanes can just run up through.
Yeah, but okay, cannons finished pretty quickly. We have 2, 4, 6 lanes already on the way across the map. So Equilibrium, he can't wall off in front of the cannon. He kind of really needs to just wall off next to this hatchery. He thinks he's walled in, but this hatch is going to get canceled. Omega, you got to cancel that and get on that top of that cannon quickly. He's not going to do it though, so I'm not sure if this is going to work very well. I think he may be waiting for speed to cancel. I'm not sure.
Or he might move in with the broodlings. If the hatch finishes up, the broodlings will spawn and he can move in and use the broodlings to tank on the cannon and then attack with a huge wave of lings. This could actually work out.
I suppose, yeah, I guess that works. He's even making the ling with the hatchery on the inside here, but Equilibrium, he's starting to wall up top of his ramp here. He actually canceled his no nexus. There's actually a Zelda out as well, so he's going to be actually pretty safe against this. He's got a cannon finishing on the high ground, and honestly, he probably could and should just completely wall up top rather than trying to wall off with the units. Because in doing so, he's going to stay a lot safer against
Mega needs to cancel that queen building at the hatch because it's going to get cancelled. And there we go. The Brewlings move in, and the Zerglings will just spawn in as well. It's running. The cannon's going to get shut down so quickly.
The cannon is dead, which is I guess okay, but there's still a cannon on the high ground. He's going to take out all the tech that's down here, but that's not that much. So this is interesting. Actually, Equilibrium, he built a pylon over here at the natural base of Omega, so he's able to deny his expansion for a little while at least. This creep is annoying, and losing the gateway is also annoying, but Equilibrium is still kind of okay because now he can kind of like 4-gate almost. He's even getting a rubber facility behind this. He's got a bunch. He's gonna have a bunch of gas. I don't know.
This is a wonky game. This is just so wonky.
I just can't believe he let that hatch finish. That's strange.
It is
I-
very interesting indeed.
Killed everything, I guess, but okay, let's see. Units
But
lost.
meanwhile,
7 lanes.
Equilibrium, he has no unit production. He doesn't have a gateway. He doesn't have anything to build units from. So Omega's actually in a pretty comfortable position here. Because he knows his opponent just can't attack him. I mean, yeah, there's a warp prism on the way, but what is he going to do? Warp in one or just a couple of units at a time? Additional gateways are going to go down. But, I'm just questionable. Roachron's on the way, so OmegaLSA, if he gets the roaches out and just really macros up well enough before the warp prism can do some damage, he will be able to push the harass back very, very quickly. And he does have a lot of lings in the field, so long as he sees the warp prism drop, try and do the drop in the base and shuts it down straight away, he will be able to deny it right off the bat, I would say.
This Mothership Core is actually going to be kind of annoying. There's only the one queen. I'm pretty sure one-on-one Mothership Core wins against a queen, doesn't it?
If the Mothership Core gets the first hit, I believe it does.
Okay. I knew something like that. But now we have this Warp Prism moving across. But what is there, one gateway? Okay, there's going to be 3 gateways for the Warp Prism. Research is finished, so that's cool. Omega getting in, he's seeing the 2 gateways finish up. He should realize there's going to be an attack coming in. He's got 4 roaches on the way to join the 8 lings he already has out. But really, how much is that going to do? This Warp Prism is going to get in unseen. Now he's going to start whipping in over.
His lanes are out of position. His lanes are nowhere near his base, so these zealots could do a lot of damage.
Oh, Equilibrium is getting a little. I think he's a little bit too antsy here. He should have waited for another warping at least. I mean, it is 4 zealots, which is nice, but there are roaches out already, so he's able to take care of this pretty easily with not too many losses. Even just the tombs alone could take care of this, but Roach is going to get in here. Queen's stay on creep and run away! Run away!
Nearly keep that queen alive.
Going to continue warping in, however, but still only on the 3 gateways. This is going to be a little bit difficult to do too much damage.
And Stalkers are out now, so 3 roaches and a queen versus Stalkers. I think the queen and roaches get that one.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, he needs to fly that warp prism away. The queen's just going to poke away.
Actually,
it's a drop.
Dropping the stalkers, I guess. Well, he could want. He's going to warp in some more. He could go for the queens, but I'm not sure what the queens are focusing on. If you're going to focus units or focus the warp prism. They're focusing on. Now, actually, there's nothing left. What?
Indeed,
there's only 10
OmegaLSA needs to bring his lings back, because his lings are just sitting across the other side of the map. This is where the F2 key does come in handy.
Oh yeah, I love it, especially early game, using that. Actually, he's going to retreat to the spine card, which is nice. He needs to wait for some of his roaches to pop out. You got a couple more lings that are going to get it on these stalkers, and they don't have any upgrades, so it's not too bad.
But they are doing a fair job. Anytime you trade minerals for gas, you're going to be doing good.
A couple roaches popping out here, as well as 8 lings really popping in here. Actually, layer is on the way even. So Omega feels pretty comfortable, I guess, with what he has available to take care of this. The Warp Prism does still exist. There is a natural nexus finally coming in here for Equilibrium, and he does have 2 immortals, so he's okay. I suppose he's okay.
What OmegaLSA needs to do now is this, and that's what he's doing right now, is just make sure his 2 base economy is on optimal saturation. So moving the drones across to the main, and yeah, getting everything nice and optimal.
More and more warpins coming in here in the main base, but now at this point, this needs to kind of end. He needs to save his money for warpins back home. Loses all 3 of those zealots. They get maybe I'm not even sure how many kills they even got there. Really, not too many. Now he's gonna try to run back home, stay a little bit safe for a little bit longer. Adding on this forge once again. Is he gonna try to take a 3rd? No. Okay. Probably he's gonna take a 3rd, which might be insane at the moment.
Okay, so we're at 12.5 minutes, and this is already not looking standard.
Well,
12.5 minutes, and the forge fastest man wall is only just going down.
To be fair, it didn't look standard at about 2 minutes, so.
Indeed.
But
so the question is, where does OmegaLSA go from here?
Make units, pretty much. Well, okay. Omega, his bases look pretty normal. He's on lair. He's got the Roach Warren. He's got a good amount of drones on 2 bases.
Double upgrades.
Yeah, he's getting double upgrades, so he's definitely going for this Roach composition. But I don't think Equilibrium is going to wait too much longer. He's pushing across with these 2 immortals. He's got the Warp Prisms. He's got some sentries, so it's just kind of just this nice
there's a 3rd immortal catching up as well, but yeah, there he's warping in some sentries at the front line here, but I just don't feel you have enough sentries for this.
even with just kind of the static defense and all the drones that can be pulled off the line. It's not a huge lead in worker counts for the Zerg player. It's only 39 to 31, slightly in his favor. So you can sacrifice some of those to defend, but these Immortals are going to be pretty beefy here against no upgrades. But Omega has wind of this at least. Actually, making an Overseer. I think he's afraid there's DTs. Ready to sit down Equilibrium, moving into the main base warping, but main engagement is going to be coming down here, the natural.
Oh, the lane's coming from behind. This is going to be perfect.
Nice sandwich there by Omega, making sure nothing, he's not going to be split off completely. Decent macro here out of our Protoss player, microing up these. As they're getting damaged.
The Queen on the high ground takes out the Warp Prism as well. Very nice position by the Queen there.
Actually, I don't think there were any force fields ever got paid. That's the first force field that's been used thus far in this engagement. A nice force field, but still really not too much. We have 3 Immortals left over. We have nothing but these 3 Roaches and a Queen. A couple more Roaches going to pop out, but 3 Immortals are beefy as heck.
He needs to pull the drones.
Yeah, he needs to pull the drones, because the drones, you know, they do the same amount of damage when the Immortal has the shields up, so that's no big deal. And those Immortals just rip through all of those Roaches so quickly. We have 2 Roaches, or 2 Immortals left over, but just Stalker's more coming in from behind. 1-1 is...
There we go, 6.
24 lanes.
There's a hell of a lot of lanes coming out, and if the lanes get a good surround here, I reckon they will be able to clean this up. He's going to wait for them all to produce as well, so he's going to wait for every lane to hit the field and then just take the army all at once. Oh, the Broodling's actually doing a lot of damage there as well.
The Broodlings are a nice kind of fit there. 21 kills and 19 on the Immortals, but that's not going to matter when they're dead now. Most of this army is dead, and now there's nothing but a few of these Stalkers, and Stalkers don't fare too well against Lings. The Lings, they have 1 Carapace upgrade. The range upgrade was finished up. Both 1-1 was finished up for the ranged units for Omega. So he does have those upgrades, and Equilibrium is continuing to try and warp in units. Once he got back home, he's trying to make probes still, which is nice, but his main base is almost completely mined out.
He needs to get into he needs a Robo Bay. He needs to get to Colossus Tech ASAP, as he's not going to have to do well against all these lanes with just gateway-based units.
Yeah, it's a ton of lanes moving across the map now. So 32 armies played, a 14 in favor of a Zerg player here. There's only this single Immortal. A bunch of Citrus warped in, but not warped in to make a wall. That's so sad. They're all going to die now.
The building wall placement wasn't perfect as well, so these lanes just got the perfect surround on all those units there, and they just all fall. They're going to go to the natural middle line. The probes are going to be taken off the line to fight, but Lings with the arm upgrade is going to trade so well there.
10 workers have been killed off so far, up to 11, 12, 13 now. Getting 14. Look at a couple more before these probes do get away. Equilibrium is going to wall up here at the natural now, but he's lost a lot more probes, and he was already down in probes. He was already down in this economy game at the moment. Now it's even worse. 49 workers, 225. Just that income tab is absolutely ridiculously in favor of our Zerg player at the moment.
Yeah, this is Zerg players really, once he held that counterattack from Equilibrium of the 3 Immortals, once he held that, he was just in such a superb position. But he really does need to take a 3rd base.
Yeah, well, both players are going to want to find some point where they expand once more. We are at 18.5 minutes. Minerals are going to be running out pretty soon in these main bases here. Definitely going to have to figure out a way to get across there. And actually a Spire coming in for Omega. Realizing that he's going to be facing a bunch of Immortals and Zealots, he's like, let's go ahead and make a Spire.
I do like that choice. The Spire will be really good for... It'll be the nail in the coffin for this matchup.
Omega trying to go back to his creep so he can get on top of that Immortal very quickly. He's able to snipe it off really fast.
And also going to fall back to that defense of the Spine Crawler. Spine Crawlers are very nice.
Another war person moving across, going to join. Actually, he may probably try and take that into the main base once again. But I'm not sure if that's going to do too much. He's going to move on top of this now. Actually, going to try to get on top of the Immortal. He's trying to get up there. He does snipe the Immortal off very quickly. Very well done.
Immortal's down. The rest of this army is going to get decimated. The full surround of the Roaches just bye Gateway Army. But there's Warping in the main base from the Warp Prism. However, for Zaz, it's going to be more of a distraction and just pull Omega back. So it's very nice play, as Omega was looking to go do the counterattack.
Just force the army back for a little while. And this, once again, this Warp Prism is going to be annoying. Omega realizing that, sending a Queen over to make sure that runs away. He may even want to just spread some creep over to that area, so he knows when that's coming again, rather than having to...
I agree. Having your creep spread across all your base, just to have the free vision it provides, is just so invaluable. Especially on a map like Heavy Rain, we got a lot of space where Terran, Protoss, any drop play can just unload entire armies out of sight, and then just stim or move in and go for the kill.
Yeah, especially against Terran. It's one of the favorite moves I like to do as a Terran player is roll into the corner of a base and suddenly there's an army there.
Indeed.
Sorry, fellas. This Roach army is going to move in. We'll snipe everything off here pretty quickly.
Indeed.
There's not really too much to defend. A couple centuries you could defend for a while. And the overcharge from the ship core could be nice. That's a whole
Yeah, it's
lot
got
of
full
goodness.
energy, so a time warp and overcharge would be a really nice combination here for defense. Stop the roaches from getting forward on top of the army, and but the motion cause is not being used. Oh, not half bad force fields there. Not half bad at all. And OmegaLSA,
There
it's
are two
20.
immortals, so
Oh, he took out the cannon. There's no detect. Oh wait, there's detection on the high ground still, so that is a bit of a pain. Because remember, he does have tunneling claws researched. He did research that upgrade. There we go.
Down, but at this point, it's kind of a scary situation here for Protoss player. Two immortals getting focused on immediately. These roaches have +2/+1, giving the army a nice hug here. Crows both line. Everything's going to be dying off slowly but surely, and that is just a Zerg slaughter of Protoss units here.
Indeed, the roaches are too much roaches, too much, and the changelings just. I just love those changelings. Just using the